She's a red-headed firecracker, tough as can be, them thrilling back, but still living carefree with a lazy eye that don't bother her none. She's the kind of woman that gets the job done. Oh yeah, they call her the Watcher, crazy. The God-fearing cowgirl who ain't lazy. She rides like the wind, ain't nothing she can't handle, with a heart of gold and a spirit you can't wrangle. No, no, watch out for the Watcher, crazy. She'll knock you out with a punch that's crazy. Don't mess with this cowgirl, you're bound to lose. She's the toughest gal around, she'll leave you singing the blues.
Well, yeehaw! I hope everybody's doing wonderful on this Saturday evening. I know it's a little later than what I normally come on, but I've had a lot actually going on today. And I saw something earlier today and started doing some commentary on it. And hey, everybody. Sorry, I'm not at the moment right now. I don't have the mental focus to be able to go through the list individually, and I do apologize for that. But I am very, very Joy Berry. No, I didn't. But I'm gonna get you to tell me all about it. So I do appreciate each and every one of y'all being here, and I hope y'all know that. I try to make sure that I let you guys know that each and every time I come on, because I mean it. While numbers aren't really a big thing, hey Mustard, numbers aren't really a big thing because a lot of people don't catch live streams. Yeah, some people do, but most of the stuff that I've got up has been replay crew and not actual live viewers. So for you guys to spend your Saturday evening with yours truly, the resident crazy watcher, I much appreciate that. So I know that there's been a lot going on, right? It seems like I'm in several different areas of YouTube, and it seems like lately, no matter where I go, there's something, very similar to what we all kind of experience over here on this side of YouTube. And I don't know what here versus there is. It just seems to kind of work better in describing things when you lay it out kind of like that. Uh-oh. Joy actually made him say something bad about her. This is going to be funny. Yeah, Lambert, I agree. We're not. I think I think that's something that, like, we have involuntarily taken a vote on the island of individual hellos. While they're all great and everything, there's a lot of y'all, and when I'm in chat, there's a lot of y'all. So I get it, and I hope y'all don't mind sometimes that I don't do it either. Over here we do have some room for grace and mercy, right? Oh, I don't know, Happy. Like, I heard that he came on today, but I haven't watched it yet. American Honey, that's fine, darling, and you do that. And every time you say hello to me, I will try to say it back. Uh-oh, Lambrow, are you PMSing? Are you putting up with men's shit today? That's what PMSing always meant for me. But yeah, like Barefoot said, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And I don't even mind if you hit the thumbs down. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. But if you don't mind, put your DNA on it in case you come up missing later. So I'm kind of stalling a little bit because I have something that I'm trying to get uploaded so that I can play it. Oh, thank you so much, friend, for the Cash App. I don't typically call out people's names unless they want it, but just know that I see you and I appreciate you very much. That's very kind of you. As you know that over here, uh your super stickers, super chats, cash apps, they're not required, but they are definitely appreciated. So yes, indeedy. Um, Fumble, Fumble, don't be telling me how to live my life. Just saying. Georgia girl. You knew exactly what I was thinking, huh? Don't tell me how to live my life. But Barefoot tries to tell me all the time. It doesn't work. Well, I don't know. Sometimes maybe. Maybe I listen a little bit. But don't tell him I said that. I don't want him to get the big head or whatever. Yes, the Joy Perry, before we get started. Hey, Twisted Tea. Before we get started, Joy, what exactly did you say that got under uh Snart's skin? What's his name? Shark quitter? Shark shitter? I thought a shark was a fart and a shit. No, we need her to tell. We do need Joy to tell. I wonder if she's got it saved in a copy paste thing, like a little note. She could just thank you. Thank you so much, Fumble. I appreciate that. Um, hang on. Who's got Joy Fairy's number? I gotta find it. Hang on, Joy. Let me find your number. Because I think I have it somewhere. I really think I do. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Maybe I don't. Maybe I lied. God, Joy, I thought yours was like one of the first emails that I ever got. Was I dreaming? I may have been dreaming. Because, like I said, by the end of this, y'all going to have to let me know, am I in the damn Twilight Zone or am I losing my mind? You know, another thing I hate while I'm sitting here looking is I hate the fact that when you go onto a website and Georgia girl, you shush your pie hole. You are getting more popular, Joy. You need to freaking start learning how to come up on panel, man. We can get you a show going. Freaking rock that shit out. Gangster Granny, Joy. Joy Perry. I know, Georgia girl. I want to be just like her when I grow up. Lambrow. Now, I will admit that I'm a little crazy. Just a little when I'm pushed. But otherwise, uh no, I'm not claiming that. I'm not claiming that at all. Hey, Uncle Ron. I know she always has me dying. I can't even lie. Okay, what am I doing over here? All right, so let me see if this video's uploaded first, because I'm gonna go with this video first. Hang on just a second, and let me get this on. Ooh, shit, that is big. Okay, so I just really half-ass threw this video together a little while ago because it'll really tie in with my commentary. And oh shit, what did I just do? I hit the wrong button, y'all. Sometimes I wonder about myself. I ain't even gonna lie. No, I'm trying to get Joy her own channel where she can make the money. I don't look, I get enough hell already. Got people bitching about my $5.99 membership and damn, claiming that I just started my channel to do money grabs and all kinds of wild shit. I need a lawnmower though, and I want that one I showed last night or yes, whenever it was. That I don't even remember when it came on last. That's sad. That tells you where I'm at today. I probably should have put my little space background up, but I didn't. So it'll be all right though. It'll be all right. All right. So here we go. We're going to start off with this one first. I hope we got the volume up. Okay. Like I said, y'all, I just threw this shit together, so y'all don't mind me now, okay? I don't think this is how it was supposed to start, but okay.
I'm sure. And I talk to my mom all the time about, and she never. I'm like, what?
I called her mom over 47 times. I called her dad 31 times.
I called her mom over 47 times.
I called her dad 31 times. I called her mom over 47 times. I called her mom over 47 times. I called her dad 31 times. We talked to Christine, so Christine's mom knows who we are, because I know what's going to happen. Christine's going to get monetized. She's going to come back, and the next step for the haters is to go after her family the way they went after Marzy's. Tired, she's with friends, we're going on vacation, we're coming back from vacation, she doesn't know your number, I'll call her next week, I'll tell her next week, because if we get her monetized, which is what would happen within a week, I know for a fact, based on all the people that we've talked to, that her finances might affect her living situation. Okay. So, and they haven't done that yet. And believe me, if I can't get a hold of them, probably nobody can, but we're just going to stay it right there. So Christine gave me, because of Belle V, Christine contacted me about a month and a half ago and said, here is my mom's number. I called her mom over 47 times. I called her mom over 47 times. I called her dad 31 times. I called her dad 31 times. Never once did he pick up the phone. Never once did he return a voicemail. Never once did he return a text message. Never once did he call Christine and say, what is this? Put me on three-way. What is going on? Nothing. I've never heard from her brother, and I don't have a phone number on him. There is some other family members, I guess, that there's like a divorce in the family. There's like an aunt or something. So I've never heard from anybody in Christine's family, and the caretaker that was there, who we have not seen again, has never picked up the phone or contacted the mother and said, hey, Christine's on YouTube. These guys want to help her. So the first is the financial issue.
But what they said about, they call my mom and my dad, my whole family. They never get any phone calls at all. So, and I know that for a fact.
That's right.
Other people. So
nobody's been attacking her or trying to contact her family.
So here's what you're saying, that they're not getting phone calls from anybody else?
Exactly. That's exactly what she's saying.
I'm talking about those that crazy watcher or those people. I'm talking about those haters.
I know you see that, but the thing is, it's been said
so fucking what?
Over there.
There's a lot said by y'all.
No, there are crazy people out there.
Like
it might not be them doing it. It's going to be somebody else.
So I heard that part first, and I screen recorded that part, and I thought, wow. So he called her mom 47 times. 47. After the first 2 or 3 times, did you not understand? Could you not comprehend that maybe she didn't want to talk to you. Christine has said this all along. You heard him say there's always an excuse. Da, 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 da. But they still keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, right? So strange to me. It's just so strange. So I was like, ain't this some shit? Like, ain't this some real shit? I keep watching, and I come to a little later in the video. Now, y'all are gonna have to bear with me a second because I normally have all this set up already and prepared, but I got busy doing something else, and so I didn't. Hang on. So, what I am going to do now, let's put this. Thank you all for your continued patience. I really appreciate it. I mean, not fuck nothing up right now either. Okay, so present. That one. All right. Here we go. I will be using this piece of material under the copyright and fair use disclaimer for commentary, response, and criticism. I do not claim to own this material. However, it is protected under the Copyright Act of 1976. Thank you so very much. Here we go. Good afternoon. Today is May the 17th. It's 12:43 p.m. This is Watcher of Crazy, and I am going to provide some commentary on some things that I've been watching from Christine's channel. I will be presenting this commentary by using pieces of a show in which I was discussed. I will do this in accordance with the copyright and fair use disclaimer. That can be found under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. And I will be using this content that the topic is myself in order to provide a response, my commentary, criticism, and to spread awareness. Now, I'm going to start here at a conversation being had between Leanne and Marcy Girl. I'm also going to make sure that people can see the chat. Because I think it's real interesting, some of the shit that Barbara Buffalo has to say as well. And we all know, and it's been proven, Barbara Buffalo is a liar. She has a tendency to get things incorrectly translated or shared. She gets facts mixed up conveniently. and doesn't like to be called out on it. So, right now, the conversation, I guess, goes to, well, we'll hear a piece of it. And I've already been brought up in this show prior, and I've got some things I'm putting together on that. So that'll come out a little bit later. But this is the second set of, actually, this is the third, because Leanne comes up and runs her mouth first. Then Jim comes up and runs with the false narrative, which Christine did correct. And kudos to Christine for that. At no time have I attacked Christine. At no time have I gone after Christine. At no time have I contacted anyone in her family, nor would or will I. I have people that have said that I should. I had someone, that original Irish Rose lady, email me as Duke and Molly, which disappeared and I guess came back under Ginger Snaps. But anyways, that's beside the point. Saying that she had called in, and no, I'm not doing that. Christina's not a threat to me. I have no desire to take her channel down. She is not a threat to me. So this whole narrative of, haters are going to come after her and try to take her channel down and blah, 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 blah. No. If she is allowing a false narrative to be spread, and there are things that are against terms of service, then the proper action will be taken. It's just like when I struck her for allowing Jim to use my material. I warned her because he was lying. He was defaming me. It wasn't his opinion that he was sharing. He was trying to spin a narrative using my content and not using it properly to show exactly what happened. And I warned her first, and it continued. So I took the least invasive action that I could take. So here we come to this situation today, and I have no problem with people having their opinions, but I will explain, I will respond, and if necessary, I will correct what is wrong. All right. You talking about homegrown?
On their channel, yeah, that day. I think that's what you.
So, at this point, Leanne tells Marcy that she wants to hear her opinion of what she got upset the other day about Homegrown's show. So apparently, Homegrown did a show and was talking about the situation between myself and Chalet. And I guess Marcy got upset. And I want you all, and of course, I'm going to stop and point it out, but pay close attention to the things that are said. What kind of bothered me was that I tuned in to Homegrowns the other day, and he was talking about Watcher and Twin Mama. And again, I have said this numerous times. I don't care who's friends with who likes who, whatever. You know, you do you, and that's all good. But it bothered me that he said, and this is his opinion, which he is allowed, that Homegrown was, that Watch Her Crazy was a good woman and didn't mean anybody any harm. And no, I don't. I don't set out to do that. And I'm going to continue to, before I really delve into this deeply, I'm going to go ahead and take a moment here. And hey, so Leanne brought up a while ago that, I contacted Marcy's children, and then I doxed Texas Granny's grandchildren in a video with gunshots on them. No, they're not gunshots. It is the explosion emoji, like fire, 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 like shots fired, and it wasn't a threat or anything like that. It was actually a picture that she had posted publicly. So I didn't dox anybody. Quite frankly, I wasn't 100% certain I even had the correct person. But her reaction, what happened after, let me know that I did. I did have the correct person. So there's that. And yes, when people constantly run their mouth about me, my situation with my family or my grandkids, whether it's in chat or from a panel, you're going to get it back. Period. You all have supported a man that has done and said some of the vilest things about me. He's gone real life on me way before I did anything to anybody. And Leanne, you've helped facilitate that. Do you forget about that, Leanne? Because I've got the whole show. I can go back and play your commentary after my grandchildren's mother was done doing the interview. So you want to call a hypocrite? Check yourself. And you know what? I forgave you after all of that. The same way I did Twin, the same way that I did Jim. And then you called me Thanksgiving morning with that asshole to try to get me out of character with the allegations that were made, knowing damn good and well that I'm not a diddler. Come on. But I'm supposed to be okay. Oh, I'm gonna let this continue for a second. Because I disagree with that. I don't disagree. I mean, is she a good woman? I don't know. As far as how she's treated me, I'm prone to say no. Really? And after the things that you've done, Marcy, do you think you're a good woman? Because let me tell you something. I didn't do anything to you until you started sticking your nose where it didn't belong and playing crash test dummy to put up a private message for someone else because they didn't want to get their hands dirty doing it. And you were warned. And then when all the stuff started happening about, me allegedly being a diddler or me attacking Christine or any of that stuff, you didn't do the right thing. You didn't do the right thing. The situation appropriately. Hey. Okay, I'm back and carrying on.
Okay. But that's my own personal opinion. It's more that she didn't mean anybody any harm.
Well, I don't suppose you were worried about the harm that was happening to me, right? And I wasn't even nasty in contacting your family, namely your son and your daughter. You don't seem to be able to take accountability for what you've done.
Then why was he contacting my kids?
And why do you think, number one, that it's okay to support someone that contacts mine? My grandkid's mother airs an interview, calls me a kitty diddler, when that's clearly defamation. If I was trying to be hateful and mean, I would have done something way nastier than that, Marcy. Way nastier. But the fact of the matter is, like I said before, you didn't start operating with a little bit of integrity until after that, when it came to Christine and your dealings with that whole situation. And you never, ever, ever, ever should have stuck your neck out on a limb and posted something from me to Leanne for her. Don't do other people's dirty work, because you didn't care about the other two people that were involved in that could have been hurt from that.
Yeah, and another thing I brought up was the thing about Texas Granny, what the video she made about that.
Right.
Oh, wah. I wouldn't know who the fuck Texas Granny was, Leanne, if you hadn't told me. So you sit up there and bump your chops and you sit there and be a hypocrite all you want to. It's okay when it's happening to me, but not anybody else. Huh? Like, you realize that it makes no sense. And what did you say the other day about leaving your values and morals off of YouTube? But you want to sit up here and do all of this and point the finger? Seriously? Bitch, you have had my name in your mouth or at your fingertips a whole hell of a lot more than I have you. Do you know why? Because you're not that significant. You are a dumb ass hypocrite. Period. You lie. You're a snake. You will stab people in the back.
all for your own personal gain. And I don't necessarily mean money or cash apps. You do it for attention, to feel like you're a part of something or in the middle of something, or that you're this. It's an overinflated sense of ego, self. And it's gross. It's absolutely disgusting.
Right. I mean, it's like, okay, you can have your opinion, but the way he put that kind of, in my mind, negated my feelings of.
Exactly. Nobody cares until it's them. This is the whole point I've been trying to make all along. Like when Jim turned on me and all of a sudden Leanne stabs me in the back. This was the whole point I've been trying to make.
About that situation, and I don't know, maybe Texas Granny's feelings because she went after her grandkids.
And like mine haven't been gone after. Hey, look, I know what's said in those OTT chats. I know the comments, the disgusting comments that have been made about hoping I never see, or making sure I never get to see my grandkids again, and calling CPS and blah blah blah. You fucking idiots run with the narrative just because you hear it come out of your savior's mouth without even knowing the fucking truth. And then you want people to sit here and feel sorry. Oh. Are you kidding me right now?
And anybody else that she is targeted. And I
have never targeted someone just to target them. There's always been a reason, and it's been because of something they either have said, done, or supported in going after my family, namely my son or my grandchildren. Now, I've defended myself on a lot of shit. I have. And where I've been wrong, I'll say that I'm wrong. You motherfuckers won't, though.
Never done anything to watch her crazy. I have never called anybody about her. I have never looked her up online. I've never given information about. I've done nothing. Nothing. And
you are a liar. Because you have done something to me. Maybe you didn't call. Maybe you didn't look it up or any of that. But you have ran your mouth. You think things don't get around? People don't hear? So you can play Miss Innocent all you want to, but then when you came on Christine's, notice how long I let things go on until you came on Christine's panel and you sat there and continued to try to support her allowing someone up on that panel to defame me, my child, and my grandchildren, to attack relentlessly my family. And that is when I reached out to your children. Because if you're going to help facilitate all of that, you need to know that it can get very real. Very real. And they needed to know that also. That's why.
I know. And this is not the first time she's, had an issue with me. But one of the reasons she targets me is because I follow Jim.
It has nothing to do with you following him. when you start aiding in helping to facilitate the hurt, that's where I have a problem. Is that clear enough for you to comprehend? Because while I may have had shit to say to you in the past about lying on your whole whatever essay thing, all that bullshit, because we all know the truth. We all know the truth. I didn't reach out to anybody then, did I? Nope. When did I reach out to your son and your daughter? When you started facilitating and helping to perpetuate the defamation and the attacks on my family. Big difference. But yet you sit there and you support and you follow a man and you give a man money who's done far worse. Far worse. How is that? How is that okay? Let's talk about you for a minute. And how you've bowed down to even being disrespected yourself. Like, I don't really care that much about you not standing up for yourself, but how can you sit there and say all these things when you know damn good and well that Jim Terry has done far worse than anybody else, but you pay to follow him? If I were going to go after people because they followed Jim Terry, there's a whole hell of a lot of people I've never mentioned. So that argument does not work. You notice when you stood up and you did the right thing, I stopped and not said another word about you? Pretty interesting, ain't it? I think so.
Okay, and that's her reasoning. She outwardly says that she called or not called, I'm sorry, I say that all the time, contacted my son to prevent me from getting involved in Jim's, fuckery, for lack of a better term.
What? Are you, wait a minute, please clarify. Are you not able to take care of yourself? Well, you know what? It's so funny that you sit up there and laugh, Leanne, because apparently they're not. They need your protection and they need Jim's protection and they need everybody's protection to stand up for him. Oh my God. I mean, make up your minds, ladies. Which way is it? Are you adult enough to stand up and fight the battle on your own? Or is that why you run to Jim with everything? So he can do it for you. And, the crazy thing to me is that you guys have figured it out. It's the way to generate him money by feeding him content so that you don't necessarily have to give as much. Because you can say, oh, well, I did this and I did that and Watcher did this to me. Get the fuck over it. It obviously had no impact, right? I mean, we see Marcy Girl sitting here talking about it. So it obviously had zero impact.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, okay, I'm 60, but I don't have Alzheimer's. I'm not suffering from dementia. I'm not being coherent. I know people would like to argue that, but
I know, but your behavior changed. You should sure started doing the right thing, Marcy. You started calling Christine out when she wasn't telling the truth. You started being more upfront about what you will and will not accept. You handled a few situations with the utmost integrity that I saw. And you know just as well as I know, Marcy, eventually he's going to turn on you too.
Again.
But I'm not. I'm perfectly capable of making my own decisions. And, you know, it's not a secret that my son and I are struggling at this point in our lives.
And it wasn't a secret that me and my grandchildren's mother weren't necessarily BFFs either. You still didn't mind continuing to support that and rah rah ree and rah rah go and
how does she or anybody else know whether contacting my son harmed the progress that we have made or not?
because you said it. Do you not remember the words that you speak? You come on here and you lay everything out for everybody. Are you kidding me? Unless you're lying. I mean, I don't know. So I guess in essence, I'm not there. But it wasn't to harm your situation. It was to get someone that's close to you to realize what kind of jeopardy you're putting them in. See, I don't know if you don't realize it or not. There's people far crazier than I out there. And you support one of them. You pay him every month and have for a while. And I know that's hard for you to comprehend because you don't want to admit that I'm right. But that's why you continue to do it. Because you know that the moment that you go against that and you stop and you don't bow down to him, what will happen? He's going to come after you and your family. So keep making me the villain in your story. I'll be that as long as I need to be.
So how can you say she doesn't mean any harm when she contacts the child of mine that I'm struggling with right now?
Right. Wait, but what Jim does is just entertainment, right? Right? Wait a minute. Oh, Jesus, help me. I don't know if this just blows past everybody or what, but this is the point that I have tried to make all along, is that it's not just entertainment. You know what it feels like when it happens to you? Well, that's what other people feel when it happens to them. And there's a lot of people running around on here that act like it won't ever happen to them. Yet you support someone who's done far worse to myself and other people than a Facebook message. A very polite and concerned one at that. It was okay when Jim reached out to the family members of my friend that's been dead for over 10 years that didn't even know me. They didn't even remember me.
Hell, I didn't remember them.
That's okay. Why? Because you don't like me. A little hypocritical, don't you think? But let me ask you this, Marzi. Have I contacted your children again? I'll answer and tell you no. I think the point was made. There was one point that needed to be made, and it was made. Period. Whether they acknowledged my outreach attempt or not. There's a difference.
Well, I'm glad you get your feelings out.
You know, I was surprised. And my thing is, you know, I always go and I listen to whoever I want to listen to. And, you know, I'm in chats and things like that. But I just can't go and listen to somebody who thinks that it's okay for someone to go ahead and involve themselves in my life like that.
Whoa! What? What did you just say? You can't go and support someone that thinks it's okay for someone else to go and involve themselves in my life like that. Are you fucking kidding me, you hypocritical ass pile of shit? Rules for thee, but not for me. That's what you're saying. You people don't get it, do you? You really don't get it. Hang on, we're going to go back just a few seconds to hear that again.
Hey guys, it's a
Her, I have never looked her. You know, it's not a secret that my son and I are struggling at this point in our lives. How does she or any
Feelings out.
you know, I was surprised. And my thing is, you know, I always go and I listen to whoever I want to listen.
Okay, here we go. Y'all listen real close right here, because this right here probably captures and encapsulates all of this, however long I've been doing this commentary for now at this time.
Do. And, you know, I'm in chats and things like that. But I just can't go and listen to somebody who thinks that it's okay for someone to go ahead and involve themselves in my life like that. Or to put
But yet, you support Jim doing it to us. Or to me. I'm just going to say it that way. You supported him doing it to me. You support someone that's how they make their living, is by inserting themselves into people's real fucking lives.
somebody's grandchildren's pictures up.
Are you kidding me? bitch.
Yeah.
You know,
That's the same thing I said. Big time. That was my thoughts too when it first happened.
What? You know what? You old hags. Y'all need a fucking hobby. Y'all need to take up some damn more knitting or something. Or seek psychiatric evaluations. Because you're fucking idiots. Leanne, you're so full of shit. You are so full of shit. You are one of the biggest hypocrites that I've ever seen. You are one of the biggest liars that I have ever met in my entire life. I cannot wait for karma to smack you right in your smushed up, crazy looking, cockeyed face. Just can't wait.
I was taken back. Like, of all people, you're not the one that should be saying a damn thing.
Woo! Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Wow. Just wow.
I guess they picked you because you're the freaking biggest mouth. But
that's where you're wrong. Nobody's picked me for anything. But you're doing my thing. You motherfuckers can't leave me alone. You keep running your mouth and running your mouth and running your mouth. And then when I do something back or say something back, oh, she's so horrible. Oh, she's so terrible. What have I done to you, Leanne? What have I done to you? Did I call you on Thanksgiving morning and let somebody sit there and accuse you of something you didn't do? No. Did I sit there and let people trash you around me when we were friends? No. I didn't stab you in the back. You stabbed me in the back. Let's not forget that. And don't even sit there with your elderly ass and try to rewrite history.
I mean, I'm not saying what Shalay got didn't be deserved. She needs to learn. You're going to go out and it's just not little Shalay's singing shit. It's her mouth on her lies. I mean, this woman has been going on for months and months about Belle and me and Lacey, and then it went to other people. And
again, hypocrisy at its finest, right? Good for thee, but not for me. You say she deserved it, but yet I'm horrible for doing it? Like, which is it? Make up your mind. But I'm a horrible person. It's beyond disgusting. And again, another grown-ass woman that doesn't doesn't have the capability to own her shit when she fucks up. Because you don't. You never have. You lie and act like it doesn't bother you and keep running your mouth. You shit on all of your friends. You shit on everybody just as much as anybody else has, Leanne. But when you apologize or you make amends with people, it's supposed to be okay and not me? sounds like you're a tad bit fucking pissed off that I'm able to say, hey, I'm sorry I screwed up and try to do better. And you're not. Like, that's weird. It's weird. The fact that you have to make all these posts about me, you talk about me in all these chats, wherever you go, whatever. You think I watch you all the time? Hell no. I can't stand you. You are disgusting.
Disgusting.
There's three people on here that have truly crossed. Well, no, I'll take that back. 4. There are 4 people on YouTube that have so crossed the line with me that I don't know that I could ever allow them back across that line. And you're one of those people. You're not a good human being. At all. At all. You're an opportunist. You want to be up in the middle of everything. You love the drama. You love the fighting. And you love to play the fucking victim. And it's disgusting. You're disgusting.
And I don't even care about this woman.
Obviously, you do, because you can't stop talking about me. You can't stop bringing me up. You can't stop making posts about me. Hell, because of you guys, my channel keeps growing. And y'all can sit there and listen to Jim talking about the end of a show where he thinks somebody's only got, 13 people or 18 people or whatever. But that doesn't mean that people don't watch. And you have no clue who's got a membership on my channel. Nobody does. But me.
And I let it go. That's just me. But some people can't anymore. And
She lets it go, but brings it up all the time.
just sad.
I mean, Homegrown has made it known from the beginning that he started kind of hanging with our crowd and with other crowds, because he belongs to a few different types of groups, that he belongs to these different groups and he likes going where he wants to go. And I'm not faulting him for that at all. Have at it. He's made comments in the past that he doesn't want to make a choice between, like, Roger Crazy and Danielle and all of them and this community. He doesn't want to make a choice.
No, and nobody should have to make a choice. Right? We're all grown adults here. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't care. I literally do not care who talks to who. I'm going to put this out there for everybody to hear. I could give a shit less if right now anybody who left Jim went back to Jim. I don't care. That shit does not amount to anything for me. I don't care. It's about how you treat me. How you treat me. Period. This is YouTube. There's nothing that I am trying to do or working with anybody on that anybody can mess up. Nothing. I'm not out to be the most popular. I'm not out to win anything. I'm over here doing me. I am just doing me. I'm not going around trying to get people to see my side of anything anymore. I don't go on anybody's community post and, comment on things and try to, none of that. I'm not doing any of that.
You know, if I'm in a chat and something's being talked about, yeah, I'll talk about it. I'll give my opinions, my thoughts. Everybody else does. It's no different than what anybody else does. No different. But you don't see me going up on people's panels and running people down for hours, or, you know, gossiping about all the shit going on and just stirring shit and, you know, trying to go into other chats to antagonize people. I don't do that shit. I don't have alt accounts. None of that. None of it. I've not spent time going after everybody that follows Jim. I have been very selective and strategic. And it's been based off what has been done to me. And I don't know what you freaking people can't understand about that. And Barbara Buffalo over here in chat says, and they, what kills me is to sit there and act like Fumble is a horrible person because he says that if you fuck with this person, I don't fuck with you, or, you know, I don't fuck with people that deal with them. But yet, here we got Jan Fritz that says, I feel the same way, Marcy. I loved Homegrown Cowboy, but he's wishy-washy. He wants everyone to be good buddies, and that's impossible. I think if he sticks with Jim, he could do well, but the bad has to go. Really? That's, I mean, what you guys do isn't fucking cultish. I mean, y'all are so weak that you have mods that block anybody with the dissenting opinion. It doesn't even have to be rude or anything. It can be even just a perceived hater. Y'all are Nazi about that stuff. Herd mentality. Tribalism. It's not healthy. Not healthy at all. And Barbara Buffalo says, I've had several family and friends contacted by haters. Never told anyone on YouTube because I'm okay with me and do not care, nor does my loved ones. Now, Barbara Buffalo, come on, produce some proof. Prove that. Because I think you're lying. I think you're absolutely 110% lying. Again. And then Barbara goes on to say, Homegrown did Christine wrong by letting her get attacked by many, one at a time. Okay? Well, Barbara, maybe you forgot, but it was known by everybody that Homegrown was streaming that. And Jim even said he was glad that Homegrown did it. But now all of a sudden, he's bad for that. He did her wrong. Fucking hypocrite. You people are wild.
Well, that's fine. You know, you want to, in my opinion, you other people may disagree with me. You know, you want to enjoy our community and then enjoy their community, have at it. But sitting up there and saying, like, I guess to me, it was like he was trying to impress upon people who don't like Roger, that she's a good woman and she means no harm.
No, he's just taking a little bit more time to get to know me before all of this bullshit. Because I met Homegrown way, way, way back on Bells. And you know what, Marcy? I am a good person. I am. But I have limits too. It's just like, how can you sit up there and say that Jim is a good person? Look at all the things he's done. Or do you not consider that at all? Are you that narrow-minded that you can't step outside of the situation and look at it with some consistency and with some critical thinking and comprehend that what you do is just as bad by sitting there saying that Jim is such a great person? All of you. Y'all praise everything about him. Why is that? Because he's done far worse to people than what anybody has done in return. Far worse. And if people can't look at this across the board and say, hey, this is wrong, regardless of who it is, then I guess it shows who really wins and who really loses.
Because he just kept going on and on. And I was just like, no, I'm sorry. I respectfully disagree as far as her and I are concerned. I respectfully disagree.
But it was okay when you were trying to run that play behind the scenes, wanting me to reach out to you, huh? You were willing to go against Jim when it was going to put money in your pocket. Well, Leanne was in on that one too. But I know what she'll do. She'll deny it and lie because that's the snake that she is. We all know it. Everybody's watched long enough to see. It's obvious. Very obvious.
And I can't. I just, I'm sorry, Homegrown, but to me, you've made your decision in that realm. I can't come back and hang with you.
Yeah.
Can't. And this is my own personal decision.
Right.
I'm not
things can be taken. Yes.
To act the way I'm acting. You all make up your own mind.
And that's the way it should be. It's the way it should be. Period. But also be aware that when you do make it a point, as you're doing now, to speak publicly about it, that you can and likely will get a response. That's all. And I would hope that at some point that everybody would agree that going real life, doxing, like true doxing, if somebody's in here under a screen name, they should stay under a screen name. Somebody wants to put their information out there, fine, they put it out there. But unmasking people, when people come here with somewhat of an expectancy to be autonomous or anonymous, I guess.
I ask.
And maintain some level of anonymity, then that should be respected. People's families shouldn't be called. Yeah, I did it. I was wrong. I was wrong. Absolutely. I've never denied that in me doing the things that I did, that it was wrong. There are laws about some of this stuff. There are YouTube terms of service. Whether they enforce it or not, it's there. It's there for a reason. But it's okay when Jim does it, right? It's just okay then, because it's just entertainment. Please make it make sense. And I can sit here and look at these situations, and whether I like you or not, whether I've done it myself or not, I can say that this is right, this is wrong. But yet get villainized either way I go. So what do you do? What do I do? Well, I guess this is what I do. I'm just going to start doing commentary on it all.
Yeah, I think he's a good guy. I really do. Do I think he likes confrontation? No. Do I think he is mean or going to be mean to anybody? Heck no.
And I agree with you on both of those points.
But I understand that everybody perceives.
And I think it's funny that you agree with her on those points, but yet you're willing all of a sudden just to, oh no, I'm not going to support him because he thinks that Watcher Crazy is a good person and she did something to me. Well, isn't that what you guys say that I've done right? Right?
Use things differently.
Yeah.
Also, so
Yeah.
I do agree with that. It's hard for people to have an open eye when you feel the way that it was done to you.
What? It's hard. It's hard for people to have an open mind when something is done to you. Exactly. This is the point that I tried to make so many times. Lord have mercy. Help me.
You know what I mean?
Yes, very much so. I mean, and there are certain things, if I know that a content creator crosses a certain boundary that I have set in my life, I'm not going to visit that channel anymore.
What, like reaching into your personal life? I mean, like talking about bashing the skull in of someone that's deceased was not crossing a line? You remember when Jim did that? Or actually, it wasn't Jim. It was Mark the Pussycat that started in on that. Kind of like the stuff he's pulling with Angel right now. Like, so the next person that Jim decides is out, not trustworthy or whatever, what's going to happen? The whole gang is going to follow suit. You know why? Because you don't think for yourselves. You follow the group until it happens to you, and then you want everybody to back you. but you can't understand it when it happens to someone else and they look around and question why this is acceptable? Because I've done that numerous times. I've turned around and questioned why is it acceptable when it happens to me, but it's not acceptable when it happens to you. It's just entertainment when it happens to me. Because I didn't draw first blood. I didn't take a swing at Jim. Neither time did I. And you all know that. Leanne, especially you.
But Homegrown's not one of those. I agree.
Right.
Homegrown is a very nice man. His wife is wonderful as well. I agree. I don't think he likes conflict. I don't know if maybe because he's in touch with Watcher and
He's not in touch with me. We don't sit and talk on the phone. He called me, I think 2 weeks ago, and asked if I had told anybody, that I had his permission to do commentary on his show. And I said, no, I didn't need it. He told me that there's no hate in his heart towards anybody, me included in that. Before that, he was on Johnny's panel. He contacted me to come over on Johnny's panel. And I didn't go. I cussed him out. There's just some people that think logically instead of irrationally. You all are in the irrational category. At the moment, Homegrown is thinking logically about the situation because he knows me as a person. Homegrown's not afraid of me. I have no reason to call his job. I have no reason to go after him. None. He's done nothing to me. And if he's had something on the slide to say about me, he said it about me. He didn't involve innocent people. See, Marcy and Leanne, that's where you two screwed up. You involved innocent people.
I have no way to get in contact with Homegrown off YouTube. So maybe he just didn't take my situation with her into consideration. And
Yeah, probably.
Texas Granny's situation, and I'm sorry, Texas Granny, keep using you as an example, but maybe he did, because he's not in contact with us off YouTube. And maybe he just didn't take our situations into consideration. I don't know.
Or maybe he did and still thought that there's nothing that I've done that's anywhere remotely close to the shit Jim has done to people. Period. Nothing remotely close.
I don't know what the reason is. All I know is it just made me feel a certain way, and I can't shake it. And I don't think I'll be going back.
Yeah. Yeah. What Lee Cole got it bad. What's wrong?
All right. So there's, like I said earlier, there's more to all of this. that happened in the beginning of the stream, some things that were said. But I've already got some other stuff working on that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to end this here because
Okay.
I haven't watched all of it yet.
Give me just a second.
But for whatever.
Okay. So that's where I basically ended my commentary today on that. I did not watch Bob's. Don't know what happened over there, if anything. I haven't watched anything else. I set this show up and came to do this. So I don't really know what else has transpired throughout today. I just found that, all to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. And there has been a lot that's been going on lately. And regardless of where you fall in all of it, whether it's, right, left, middle, somewhere, over yonder, I don't know, wherever you fall in it, it does become sometimes an emotional roller coaster for everybody involved, whether you catch all of it or you don't. And I think over the last couple of months, there have been changes. And people are people are cracking me up in this chat. Y'all are on fire. I'm trying to be serious over here. But Georgia girl, stop. What was I gonna say? Y'all made me hit a pothole. Oh, anyway, yeah. What I was gonna say was, I know that tensions are, have been running high, and there's been a lot to go on, and people get emotional, and things happen. But at some point, where do we find the things that we have, that we believe, the things that we believe, our core beliefs that are common, and adhere to those things? Is there something wrong? Please, I'm looking for some feedback from you all. Is it wrong? If somebody has called me a fat cockeyed bitch who's had 6 abortions and talk about it because it brings me attention and blah 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 blah, is it okay for me to forgive that person? Because I feel like, if I choose to forgive someone, that's completely on me. And I don't have the expectation that everybody is going to feel or do the same. But I'm villainized if I do it, and I'm villainized if I don't. And I think if I feel this way, how much more do other people feel? Smoke, I agree. I agree. And if I have been guilty in the past of saying that I forgive and then throwing it in someone's face. And I try really, really hard not to do that. I do. I try really hard not to. But I can talk about situations that have happened. And it's not whether it's me being right or wrong. Either way. I can talk about those things and not get upset about them. and just use it, as example. Or, well, Fast Eddie, I'm down for paying friendship dues. You just got to tell me what day of the month they're due on. And if I can work it in on or before that, then I will definitely work it in. But I guess I don't understand the concept. Now, like I said it in my commentary, I have probably 4 people teetering on a fifth. But 4 people that have crossed the line with me, that there's no crossing back over the line. I can forgive for me and move on. But I'm not going to deal with 4 people. It doesn't necessarily mean that I like everybody else either. Or that I don't have opinions. But you know what? I've learned, believe it or not, my opinion is not always wanted, needed, or warranted. That's right, Mountain Girl. You are exactly right. Fumbled your checks in the mail. I had to send it by check. But Joy, I guess forgiveness for me may be different than what forgiveness for someone else looks like. For me, the act of forgiveness is saying, yes, you've done me wrong, but you don't owe me anything. Exactly, Ruben. Exactly. I agree. It's not rocket science, but it seems that a lot of people have a problem with it. Iceberg, that is a good way. That's a good way right there to explain it. When you cross a line with Iceberg, it's over. She doesn't hate or resent, but she detaches. And that's final. I mean, I can feel like today I can't forgive something. I might be able to forgive it tomorrow. I don't know. I don't depend on me, to make that happen. Mountain Girl, I can agree with that as well. And just as well, I can understand, when people choose not to forgive someone. I can look at that situation and say, I don't really know how that person feels or how they were affected by it. And I'm not here to change what anybody believes. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not here to change that. I'm not here to try to make people be friends or to make up or any of that kind of stuff. And I do not want or expect someone to follow my lead. Because I'm going to tell you something. There's days where I do good just to figure out where the hell I'm going. Don't follow me. Even my childhood friends will tell you that. Because people got in trouble when they followed me. We got stuck in creek beds and shit like that when people followed me. Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, do I wish that some people were more forgiving? Absolutely. And some people it just takes time. And while people say and express sometimes very hurtful things on here, yes, North Code. Ooh, but my ass is usually heavy enough I fall through that shit. Live with Nick for real. I think we probably grew up the same way too, there, little buddy. Paying forward. Breaker, breaker, come on back. Talk to teddy bear. Sorry. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, well, Fumble, you better learn to love that shit. Because there's going to be a lot of people in your life you're going to have to forgive for something. Because you can't tell me everybody makes you happy. Just saying. Told somebody today I was going to buy him a chalkboard with some chalk and a long pointy stick. And I was going to start calling him Professor. Right now, I feel like I should have a chalkboard with a long pointy stick. No, I'm just playing. What? No. Wait. I think I was labeled the principal's office. Damn. Yeah, North Sea. We grew up out here and did all kinds of. I was always into something. I was like, whether it was trying to pop wheelies on the 3-wheeler and throwing somebody off the back, or trying to cut donuts and flipping over the go-kart. Yep, it happens. Mountain Girl, you know what? That I will tell you this. I've thought about that sometimes. I don't think that anything quite beats Fumble's rendition of Bob Ross when he did the Bob Ross painting show thing, because I was blown away. Blown away. Oh, Norse code. I like to get the little plastic swimming pools that you get like at the dollar store. Me and the little boy that lived next door, we had one of those, and we put it out in the daggum flooded creek. He almost drowned. Linda says, there's an old saying, burn me once, shame on me. Burn me twice, shame on you. Burn me 3 times, fuck you. And that's what she lives by. Yep. That's kind of the way I see things. And too, I look at honestly, I consider what my actual feelings were about that person before whatever took place. And if I truly care about somebody, then I'll forgive you as many times as I need to. But that's reserved for very, very few people. I think I probably have a limit. I know there's some say 7 times 77 or whatever the number is. I don't know. But we'll probably make it to about 10, and then I'll lose count, and then who knows. But no, seriously, I there probably was a time in life where I too would have really thrived off of stirring the pot a lot and causing problems and shit, and lighting those fires and walking away and then turning around to watch them burn. But I really don't like to see people hurt. And it comes out in different ways for different people. Some people shut down completely and ghost. Some people, they get mad and they blow up. And they just burn it all to the ground. Some people get mad and blow up, and then they think about it, and then they feel really, really bad. Some people, they don't deal with it until they blow up. So people just handle it all different ways, and it's real easy to say things in anger and in the moment. But I will tell y'all, just from my own experience, it sucks when you say something that you don't really mean and you don't have an opportunity to apologize. So that's enough of that. With that all being said, I do know that there are some people missing. And I will say this. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with taking a break and taking a step back from all of this madness. And when that time comes and somebody does that, I feel that is a point where somebody is saying, okay, I just need to take a step back. And I think that sometimes, because emotions get high and things start happening and it gets crazy, people have a tendency to continue to go on and on and on about things. And sometimes it may be justified. Sometimes it's not. But regardless, I will say that giving someone that opportunity to just cool down, take a step back, nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect. I agree, Ruben. I agree. That sometimes people do go so far that you can't take things back. And I heard something the other day, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this. I was reading something, or no, I guess I was listening to it. And the person was saying that when you see someone dealing with conflict as an adult, hey Snooks, the way that they deal with that conflict was something that they learned when they were in their formative years, typically 5 to 10 years old, that age range. And whatever coping mechanism that child used in those formative years is what you're typically going to see as an adult. And more often than not, people do not relearn or learn how to cope with those things properly. And that really stuck out to me. And the guy was saying that oh, how did he put it? That a child in their formative years, between the 5 and 10 years, will whatever so like if they shut down to make themselves feel safe or not noticed when conflict arose in the home or wherever it was. Yes, Ron, I agree. Then that's what they'll typically do as adults. And if they, if they blew up and acted out or whatever, that's usually what they'll do as adults. And I just sat there and thought about that. I was like, whoa, that's wild, to think that. And it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. And so I will make a more conscious effort in the future to consider how I react to things. Because I'm going to tell you something, I learned some bad habits growing up. I learned some bad habits. And I'll tell you what, Snooks, you going to come up and tell me why they're so mad at Joy? Will you? I will have you come up. Yes, movie intermission. There you go, Snooks. Oh, you're not going to? Okay. I'll take that right up out of there. Not the problem. Not the problem at all. You want to, Uncle Ron? I'll email it to you. I mean, y'all are down there talking about Diddy and stuff. Diddy oil or freaks and yeah, Joy, I'm gonna have to figure out. Oh, Ruben, I didn't know you were a crackhead. Because that's how I dealt with when I was 5 or 6. Yeah. I mean, if you act like one. Well, Norris, they love each other. They got that bromance thing going on. You're shy, Ron. Don't be shy. Ron, I'm actually I think I've almost well, I can't barely run either, Ruben. Don't feel bad. But you can kick a damn football. I'll give you that. Better than someone else we know that was supposed to be a professional. Night night, Lambrow. Yeah, Roddy, shutting down is one thing. Blowing up and burning it down is another thing. Blowing up and then feeling bad about it later is another thing. Complete denial. Like complete denial that there's even anything wrong. You know, I mean, there's so many different ways that Ah, why did I just get a visual? Oh, Roddy, that it can be. Yeah. I mean, there's so many different ways that people react to conflict. And I guess for me, when I number one, when I heard that and I really stopped and thought about it and I looked at myself and thought about how I react and how that appears to others, like it does make me go, huh, maybe I do need to work on that. And I mean, look, I know, Barbara, I'm telling you, like I have, um, yeah, Roddy, but also, I mean, again, poking at the bear, when you go to Yellowstone or when you live near a lake that's known to have alligators, they tell you don't feed them. And there's a certain point where if it, and I'm just going to say this, if it doesn't involve you, it's probably best to stay out of it. And I mean, I'm directly talking about the whole YouTube thing right now. And I say it at whoever takes it that I'm saying it to them. If it doesn't directly involve you, it's probably best to stay out of it. And Roddy, I could not agree with you more that communication does win wars. But all parties have to be willing to communicate. And if they're not, it becomes an impasse. And when there's an impasse, that's where people have to decide, you know, am I going to continue to poke and prod at the situation? Or am I going to just turn around and walk away from it and let it go? And the problem is that some people can turn around and walk away from it and let it go, and some people can't. Um, Ding, 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 Roddy. If it's not directly involving that person, shouldn't, yeah, Barefoot, you make a good point. Communicate before it becomes something. And you know what? That doesn't mean communicating through someone else either. That means man or woman up and go to that person. And if they don't want to communicate about it, if they don't want to talk about it, then you have to learn to walk away and let go. No, Ruben. We don't shank. We don't shank. No, not shanking. Although it's always wise to have a couple of shanks close by. No. Oh boy. So where um yep, true that, Barefoot. We have seen a lot in this community get out of control because there's no communication about whatever issues, or that Georgia girl, exactly. Directly communicate with the person involved. Be transparent and honest, respectfully. Use your words like big boys and girls. Fumble, it's true. And I will say, I've been I don't see everything. I don't know everything, but I will say this. I've been pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised with what I've seen. Now, I also have opinions on certain things, but I know enough to know that I don't have all of the details. It doesn't directly involve me or affect me. And therefore, my opinion is not warranted. But this there's been a lot of talk about people sticking up for friends or sticking up for this or having people's back or whatever, and I look around and I'm like, mm, mm, is is it really, is it really that? Because far too often what happens, and it's a natural thing, is people tend to gravitate towards the people that they like. So, um, and also there's a lot of mistakes that I've made. Oh my God, there's a lot. And that's even why if I hadn't made mistakes, probably wouldn't ever talk about it. Right, Barefoot. Exactly. Right and wrong is not about personalities involved. It's about right and wrong. It's not about who you like or who you dislike. It's about right and wrong. And am, are we the only two that feel that way? I'm just curious. Save the moose knuckle. Um, because I will say this much. I agree, Georgia girl. The important part is learning from mistakes. We all make mistakes. Fast Daddy, whatever. True crime puppet, yeah. That's crazy. Right, Ruben. And the fact of the matter is that look, if my friends always agree with me and they don't find anything wrong with anything I do, they're probably not my friends. If my friends say yes to everything that I think is right, or they go along to get along, probably not very good friends. Because I need friends that are going to actually be friends and correct me when I'm wrong. I need friends that are going to tell me, hey, that wasn't right. You need to check that, home girl. Norris, I will say this. A lot is about the way things are presented, but you know what? I think that if you're really truly friends with someone, like I've got friends that have stepped to me sideways. And I mean, like we've had it out, had it out. But I still love them. They're my friend. And yeah, Ellen, I agree 100%. Because if you're not being honest with each other, then how do you expect it to work? And you have to be willing to listen too. That's my that's my fault. I'm good at telling people shit. Sometimes it's a bitch to listen because it doesn't feel good. I don't like it, and but like I also told somebody, you can allow it to make you bitter or you can allow it to make you better. Because I really don't think so. Yes, Linda, I agree. I agree. Ruben, absolutely. It's the difference between hearing someone and listening to someone. And I think I said the other day, it may have been someone I was talking to on the phone. But I said, some people they listen to respond. Or some people hear to respond. Some people listen to understand. And I am one of those that I typically listen to respond instead of understanding. And when you're in the middle of it, it's hard. Nick bought the $10,000 sex doll. I think that's what I've caught out of chat. Or maybe it was Eddie. Wow. See, and they just sit over there and they think that shit is pure entertainment. They think it's okay. They think that shit's all okay. Just call people, call their families, go real life. It's just entertainment. Oh, that's just how he is. Mm, mm. So screwed up. So screwed up, this world we live in. So Leanne really wasn't on Bob's panel today. They really broke up. They'll be back together next week. They'll make up. They probably got so much dirt on each other. They're just taking a break. They'll be wallowing around in that mess in a week or two. Why is she butthurt? She's always butthurt about something, but she don't care. That's right, Norse Code. The people he goes real life on, they don't take it as entertainment or joking. And obviously from what we've seen tonight, they don't take it that way either. I mean, damn, you put up a picture somebody posted on fucking Facebook and they shit the bed. Panel whores don't float far from the dock. Oh. No, she just wants to go fucking cause a ruckus everywhere else while she leaves her morals and values off of YouTube. But she wants everybody else to have some fucking values and morals, right? That's what we're supposed to do here? Joy. Oh, our damn birds have COPD. That is funny. Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Hey,
Uh, 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 uh. Oh, Lord. Here we go with this stupid. She thinks calling me a stupid cockeyed cow. We are not Jim. You might as well be, Leanne. You're so far up his ass, I can't tell it. If you think we are going to listen to your excuses of why you contact or talk about grandchildren with using the Jim excuse again, it does not work. Bitch, you're listening, ain't you? You fucking responded, didn't you? Again, you fucking hypocrite. You are Jim. You're the one that facilitated that phone call, bitch. And you're even worse because he did it to you. And you're right back there up his ass. You're like a fucking hemorrhoid. I'm not sure who else's grandchildren I spoke about, but okay, whatever. Listen to yourself. We are talking about ourselves, not Jim Wonka. Leanne, I'm talking about you, bitch. And what you did, backstabber. Because I'm not the only one you did it to. She's watching. That's right. Cockeyed lives matter. That's why my merch is selling. Wonka. Have you looked at any of your pictures lately? Because your eyes ain't straight either, broad. Just saying. Keep trying to make excuses for your vile behavior. Hey, look, you make excuses for yours and for Jim's. Aren't you the one that said leave your values and morals off YouTube? You sounding a little contradictory there. Yep. They did nothing to you. Your beef is your beef. So we can comment on it so you have content. Wash, rinse, repeat. Girl, that's all you're doing is trying to steal my little caption. I even have that shit on a shirt somewhere. So bump it on down, baby boom, because you get nowhere with that shit. Long story short, if Jim did something to walk and you talk, watch or support him, this crazy watcher will get you. Well, that's not true. And everybody knows it. Because there's a whole lot of damn people that watch, that support, or whatever, Jim, but they don't open their mouths about me. They don't continue the narrative. Yeah, Jim did wish her daughter and granddaughter dead. And she Hey, look, that's what she wants to forgive. So be it. But don't sit here and call me a nasty, vile person because you sit over there and do the same damn things and you want to play like you're so holier than thou when you're really being a hypocrite. I mean, just the craziest damn thing ever. She wants to be so relevant. Leanne, just going to start you a show. Going to fire your channel up and start you a show. Quit being a tick and sucking the life out of other people's panels and shows. Quit stirring shit everywhere else. And start you a show. Do it. Put me to shame. I welcome that. Yeah, Ruben, it does. Her short stories are never short. And half the time she doesn't know what the hell she's saying. Because I can't even translate it. And look, I can translate a lot of stuff. Thank you, Hotspot. It's good to see you come out of the corner. Just saying, like, I bumbling idiot. That's what she is. Nooks. It typically does. Although I don't know how I became cock. I think it was when my sister dropped me on my head when I was a baby. She is so dumb to come up with her own catchphrases. I'm just like, I seriously think I've entered the Twilight Zone. She's lame as fuck. That's why. She's a slow adult. Yeah, Fumble. I tell you, she's good at making alt accounts. So she'll have a few of them too. And she thinks that she knows who everybody's alt account is, which is funny. And then let's not forget that she admitted on Bob's panel that she looked people up through their business software and she gave information to Jim. So, and I mean, we can travel back in time to the recorded phone call that Jim had of her and him. Yeah, Ruben, she does that. Oh, I know, Norris. I know. She dead ass denies everything. Because it's just entertainment, right? It's just the character that she plays. That'll be the next thing. She's always trying to impress somebody. She's got to keep that top nut hugger spot. Because she really wants to be running everything. And bless her. I mean, you know what? I'm having to bite my tongue, y'all. I'm sorry. I am really, really sorry because I really want to go low. I'm just going to breathe for a second. And it's in those times where I find that I'm so fucking quick-witted with things And this whole filter shit is very difficult sometimes. But I don't really guess that she would know what was passed down to her genetically. Hmm. I used to be Snooky's mom 3.5 years ago. Then it was cloned, so I made Gritty Gabby account. Everyone hated the name. So after a month, I changed to Snooks. I never used an alt account. I will say this: troll accounts, alt accounts, fake accounts, whatever, sock accounts, whatever you want to label it. I mean, the whole purpose of them, right, is for nobody to, or I guess for nobody that doesn't know who you are to know who you are. Some people are really good about not letting anybody know. Some people aren't that good. Some people forget that if you like them, if you favorite them or you subscribe to them or you keep screenshots of them, you can see the name changes over time. So, Fast Daddy, you're just one of them people that need to be fucking honest about that shit. You don't have to say who they are. Don't sit there and lie and say you don't. I mean, look, I've had an alt account before. Had two, at least, maybe three. But I told off on myself every time. I fucking slipped up and told off on myself. And so I just decided it ain't even worth it for me to do that shit. Hey, look, I'm not telling you guys to give up your alt. I'm not saying that at all. Or to expose what they are or who that. No. That's not what I'm saying. If you go and you do something under an alt, and that is something that you say that you stand against, you better hope like hell the people don't find out it was really you, because that's fucked up. And it happens. Happens a lot. So I feel like that, if you can't be who you are and say what you need to say to somebody, and you get a kick out of doing that kind of shit, it's just as bad. Troll, alt, whatever. Still, just saying. Because sometimes people do find out. And I mean, especially, I'll just say that sometimes people really need to stop and think. Well, Feeble, it's kind of different. That's funny. It's kind of different, Feeble, when we know who you're related to. I wouldn't say that that's an alt, just maybe like a family member. I don't believe that. I don't believe Wolf is just Mike at all. I think Wolf is trolling me right now. That's what I think. I'm just saying, it can be very hurtful. See, now, there we go. Although pissed off Patty's always pissed off. She's not going to forget that you owe her money. Because I will say that there are some that troll that are funny. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyhow. Uh-oh, there's the favorite. That'll always be my favorite. Mad Mabel will always be my favorite. I don't know why, Mad Mabel, but pussed off Patty. The sloppy sucky. I thought it was called sloppy toppy. Can we get that? Can we get that behind a McDonald's dumpster? Ask it for a friend for educational purposes only. I agree, Racing Stars, and there are some very creative ones. I know that's right, Mad Mabel, except I don't have the energy you have, darling. I'm retired. I think you still have many years to go. Oh, Jim, she's still having an aneurysm. Definitely. I'm not sure what exactly her function is, her problem, but she really just needs to stop. She's not doing anything but making herself look worse. People, you got to quit visiting her. She won't run up your damn tab no more. Uh-oh. Well, just Mike, looks like you got blocked. And then there's just some things you don't play about. Oh, shit. Too damn funny. Mm-mm-mm. How long have I been on this thing? Almost 2.5 hours. Good googly goo. Ay, ay, ay. Mabel won't stalk you anymore. It's midnight. Y'all. Oh, Wolf, that's too funny. How what if I me? Norris, how you gonna tell Ruben to sweep the leg? Come on now, Norris. You know he only got one good with him. Night, night, Ruben. You sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. So yeah, nonetheless, it's about that time for me too. Y'all got me for about 2 more minutes, and then you know what? My ass is going to Whataburger. I'm fixing to go get me a taquito with sausage and cheese and potato. I am. I'm actually working on my stuff for the death row show. For the inmate, the guy that's being executed Tuesday. I think it'll probably be Monday before Norris. I'm just picking on you, Norris. I mean, it's true. He only has one really good leg, but he can still kick a football. So he can definitely take someone out at the knee. Well, Melted, I'm not drunk, but I'm having a happy Saturday night. Snooks, I don't want to suck his toe, but I will look at his feet. I still do. Ruben, that's too funny. I've had other people tell me the same thing. And it's so I do though. That's usually when I talk on the phone. So it takes me about an hour usually. I can go the long way home and stretch it out a little longer. But that's usually when I do my best phone talking, is when I'm going to town to get coffee or get something to eat. Yeah. And I am super nice because they have control over my food. So, you know, I don't want them to spit in it or nothing. And two, like the other thing too is oh, Racing Stars, look, when it comes to Whataburger, I don't get that very often. And so when I have the taste for it, I'll drive across town to go get it. But and like right now, it's not going to be too bad. It'll probably take me round trip to get there and back. It depends on how long. This is Saturday night, and it's almost time for last call at the bar. By the time I get there, they'll be calling last call at the bar, so people will already be hitting it up for that drunk food. Oh man, y'all are missing out. If y'all don't have Whataburgers, y'all are missing out because it is the bomb. What? Oh, Bear, are you snitching on me? OMG. Go get a switch right now. And make sure you leave the top two things of leaves on it. So it'll hurt when I spank your bottom. That's right. I ain't even gonna lie. Man, you have to butter them people up. I get shit for free. I got places in town. If I'm broke, I'm still gonna eat. They'll be like, come on, girl, we'll feed you. I tip good. You got to. The jalapeno burger. Now, a while back, I think it was actually Cut and Shoot that told me to try the garlic butter bacon burger. And that is a good burger. I don't like regular Sonic burgers. Oh, we're talking about Whataburger. Never mind. Shit. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Whataburger's burgers either. But if you go to Sonic, yeah, I'm thinking of the burgers that I like. Now Wings and More. I don't know if y'all have a Wings and More out there either, but they do, Ruben. That's because they're like, oh yeah, sir, I'm always in a good mood. Norse code is actually what a burger, like WHAT, and then there's a little dash, and then a, and then a dash, and then burger. So it's what a burger. But when you're in Texas, you just call it Whataburger. Like, yeah. There you go. Barefoot got it, like Whataburger. But, what are toxic markers? Like Sharpies melted copper? Like, are you huffing them or what? All right, Ruben, night night. I'm not too far behind. We got 2 minutes, y'all. It's fixing to be a minute. Because I have this OCD thing, right? And so when it hits the 2 minutes and 30 seconds 2 hours, 30 minutes is when I'll hit the off button. Wings and what? Wings and beans? Who said that? Oh, Norris code. It had to be Norris. Burger King? See, I'm not a big fan of Burger King. I don't know. I'm just not. Aw. Well. Oh, Wings and More. That's Wings and More. It's the final countdown. Okay. So I hope I haven't really offended anybody too much tonight, but if I have, let me just apologize in advance. I love y'all long time. And I'm fixing to go get this Whataburger. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night. I don't like Jack and the Crack either. At all. At all. It's gross. I used to like that ultimate cheeseburger thing, but I almost had a heart attack from one of those one time. So, yes, wings and more. Uh-huh. The tights. Sorry about that. Yeah, wings and more. They have good burgers. I like their buns. They're like the sweet buns or something. But anyhow, it's been real and it's been fun. I'm not sure if it's been real fun. Seems like y'all had some real fun in the chat. Thank you. Please make sure to hit the thumbs up or thumbs down. Oh, 5 roast beef sandwiches for $10? Damn. They going out of business or what? That was a sneeze. That was a sneeze. That was the moment that right? That's the moment that y'all felt what the world was like when I died. Oh, anyways, let me quit fucking with y'all because y'all have me up here all night bantering back and forth with y'all crazy asses. Nick, quit talking shit. You need to go live. Just hit the damn live button. It's not hard. You ain't even got to pay for StreamYard. Just hit the live and talk. Just talk in that thing. Hi, my name is Nick, and I'm a fuckaholic. I'm just saying. I know Barefoot Ride It in Blood. It's official. He said it in chat. It's been screenshotted and all of that. It's been passed around from group to group. And now we're going to support you. So hit that live button. Hit that go live. Hit that live button. Okay. Yeah. See, y'all kept me 2 minutes and 34 seconds longer. Thank you, shit show. Love you. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Long time. You don't need no co-host. Just get up there and talk. I'll be like, I like the way you talk, mister. And you can say, I like the way you talk too, watcher. But I mean, I'll say it from chat. You just say it from panel. And then all you have to do is just start reading your chat off. And there's people out there that get like, I don't know, 18 people. And all they do is read the chat. That's all they do. So I know you'll have way more than that. Because I think all the men want to see you naked. Just saying. So you really gonna go live this week? Oh, Fast said if we threw you in the mix, I mean, don't you have like over 100 people now subscribed? Or are you still working on getting monetized without ever having a live show? Or Racing Stars Snooks cracks me up. I agree. Melted copper for real. Oh, I saw. Oh, right on. Way to go, Fast Daddy. Woo, woo. Yeah, so, and how many, Nick, how many do you have? No, you didn't send nude. I didn't get the nudes. Like, fuck, it skipped over me and they went to Bob. What the hell? What in the actual Sam Helen Keller? Georgia girl, I guess there's no love for the cockeyes over here. We don't get to see the weenus. I know he loves your nudes. He loved them so much he screamed your name. I heard Eric did too. I'm just saying. Well, okay, I'm gonna hit you up. Just don't be sending me no black dudes nudes, okay? Because I'm gonna know that that's not really you. That's all I ask. But I've never seen an Asian one. Just FYI. So you might be able to trick me with that. I don't know. Anyways, no. Oh, Georgia girl, I thought you said just send. I'll send mine to walk. And no, wait, I don't, Georgia girl, I don't want your nudes. Fast Eddie, I heard that he had a Alabama albino black snake. That's what I heard. Just saying. So it may have been BBC, but I heard it was AA. BBC. I'm just saying. Just saying. Yep, it's even got a cigarette burn in the shape of a heart on the tip. Alabama albino black snake. Yep. And it will rattle at you, so be careful. Yeah. Are there any questions for the court tonight? Wait, I thought I was the principal. I just want to be the treasurer. Shit. It makes you pee funny. You're a nut job. I love it. I love it. Little kinks and freaks. Just love it. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate all of you that have come in on the Cash App. It's very thoughtful and very kind. And while it's, my spiel, it's not required, but always appreciated. He triple streams? No way. A melted urethra? What the fuck? Y'all do get wild after midnight. Mm-mm-mm. No, melted copper. I should have been out of here like 18 minutes ago or some shit, 13 minutes ago. But I'm getting fascinated with the shit in chat like melted urethras. God only knows why. That's the one thing I look down and see. I could have not felt that one in my loins. I'm just saying. Oh, make me need to stop and get some damn cranberry juice. Thank you, Racing Stars. I still don't know how y'all listen to me half the time, but cool beans. Yeah, 7-11 minutes ago. So, well, Georgia girl, I can't help it right now. Things are blurry and I'm kind of seeing double because I got my old glasses on and not my new ones. So, and then my right eye keeps wanting to look around this left-handed corner over here. And damn Fast Eddie's like trying to pass the pookie to the right. What does that say? Fast Eddie don't want no link. So I'm going to get taquitos. So, all right, Beth Hammond, you have a good night. Hotspot, it's good seeing you. I'm glad you came out of the corner. Please feel free to do that more often. Yes, Norris, around the corner of my computer. Jim. Jen said, let's not all forget to say goodnight to Leanne so she doesn't go to bed mad. She's going to do that anyway. She just needs to have some sex or something. Because, Jesus, she's always like just got her fucking panties in a bunch. Fast, Eddie. It's because we know you're not going to come up here. Melted copper, you're a mess. Okay. Nope, I'm going to get food. So I love y'all long time. I hope you have good evening. I tell you, Maru, why you no boyfriend? Everybody behave. Be kind to one another. Love y'all long times. Be safe. No male strippers, no female strippers tonight. It's too late. It's after midnight. They all turn into bridge trolls. And, well, I really like you, Snooks. But I'm really digging some Whataburger right now. So, but I love you a long time. Or I love you medium time. I love you medium time. How about that? Sometimes I love you longer than others. Good night, Daniel. But if tomorrow never comes, Melted Copper, I'm way out in the boondocks. And if I got Uber Eats to bring me Whataburger, I'd probably end up spending like $50. Snooks, right now, yes. My stomach is eating away at my spinal column. So I'm really hungry. Really hungry. Barefoot, you hush. All right. I'm out of here because I'm getting snitched on. I'm getting attacked. I feel attacked right now. And in order not to have to do, I bet you will fast, Eddie. Woo-wee. Are you flirting with me? No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Okay, before I get in real trouble tonight, I'm going to go ahead and close this out here. I thank y'all so much. I love you a long time, Melted Copper. Next time, just you and I. And you can show me some more of your feet. All right. Y'all have a good night. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.